Hey, it's a giggly start. Welcome to this week's Boytown podcast. Not just to the listeners, but to this... Oh, you...
What?
I swear to God. Did
What?
your phone...
No.
I'm introducing you
Man.
as the first ever guest host, and your phone beeps. Who was that?
I don't know.
That was Dave Elliott.
Is that Tinder? No, sorry. It's I don't know what that is. I haven't got that up.
It's Tinder saying, hey man, you completed it. that horrible laugh is my co-host.
Oh, alright.
Also, don't if you just don't slam things down to death.
Sorry.
My guest is Aaron Butler.
Close. One more time.
Darren Butler.
No, it's not
Darren
that
Butler.
though, Wayne. You know that my name
No, don't
is
do that to me.
Aaron Butler.
Aaron
and
Butler.
it's great to be here. Thanks for having me as the fill-in for Dave. I have to say.
Well, if it goes well. You know, I just think Ben also wouldn't hate it if we kind of...
How do you feel that?
What?
Just kind of feels a bit lighter in here today, doesn't it?
I'm just feeling a bit of electricity. I don't know what it is, but something's in the air and I can't really say what it is. I'm so happy to have a grateful co-host. Someone who's happy to be here.
So happy.
Positive vibes all around the place.
So many. And here, do you know what I'm not doing?
What? Leaning back. You're not leaning back. You're not banging things on the table.
Nah.
Huffing.
Nah.
All that.
That's not my style.
Because
I don't
everyone
do that.
knows Dave's been sent away
Yeah, he's on.
to think about his
behaviour.
behaviour, have a reflection. I mean, it's also his honeymoon, but it's mainly
Mainly.
reflection time.
Yeah.
But how are you, man? You good?
Doing well, man. Yeah, I'm here. I'm alive.
You're right.
I'm single and healthy. Just I don't know. If
Don't know
I'm-
why you're mentioning that.
Real off the top, we're getting in there real quick.
But-
and yeah, we're all good. How you?
One thing, well, I don't know, because maybe you can help me out with this. I don't know, and Ben, maybe you know something about this. Is there a problem with the banking system? I'm just worried if the world's banks have or something's been hacked, because I went to check my balance earlier,
Okay.
and there's a ridiculous amount of money in there.
All right. And is it money that like should be there, or is it money that like?
I mean,
have they put it in there by mistake?
Well,
is what I'm saying?
I phoned my accountant, and I was like, man, I don't know what's going on here, but I just got paid this amount of money for a gig. And then I phoned the bank as well, and they were like, well, the bank manager actually said, he goes, could it, no, I didn't say, but he said, he goes, could it just be that you're great at stand-up? And I said that might be it. So I think that could be it, but I was just checking with you guys in case there was any irregular payments or people were just paying way over the market value price.
Man, I don't know. Have you like been doing like loads of?
I mean, it's been
gigs
happening for a while.
recently?
Yeah. I've been.
And you've
I
been
don't
like
know.
crushing.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
as
No.
well.
I've been.
Sorry,
been-
you've been just.
it's been a good time, but
Oh, man, I don't know. Maybe they need to check the banks, but
yeah, I don't know what it is, but we
sounds
need.
strange.
But I want to talk about you, because
I'd love to. I'd love to talk about me.
people listening will be going, okay, I've seen that guy. I've seen him here and there. You know,
Who?
you know, he's been talked about in Boytown before.
For sure.
He is also known to the Boytown listeners as being the number one purveyor of that Liberace Good Morning. So I think if we didn't kick off with that, it would be remiss.
I think the pressure's on now. Like when you put pressure on an impression.
thing.
Okay, here we go. A good morning. Good morning.
I liked it, but what I want to hear is more like, he makes like a little noise beforehand where he's like, he's almost like clearing his throat, but he's so old in the film that he can't clear it too well.
All right, let's
Can I do it? And then
Let's-
you do the go.
Okay, go.
Yeah. Good morning. Okay, so I want to hear that like slight. That's all I want.
Okay, I'll improve it. Here we go, take two.
No, just don't. I don't like. Don't say you improve it.
Huh?
Just do because I wouldn't even try it.
No,
So I'd be.
okay.
Good morning. So I don't say you're going to improve it. Just do
No,
your
okay,
take on it.
I'll do me, okay.
You do you. You do you. I'll do me.
No, I'll do you for sure. Here we go. Second take,
Sorry, you got an eyelash.
please. Oh, thank you.
Make a wish. I wish Jamie Elliott doesn't go back. What? Don't say that. That's crazy.
Staying on here we go. Love you, Dave.
Did someone say Ash Clyde?
Bomb scare on the flight, anyone? No?
No,
Too far?
no.
Okay.
No, no,
Alright,
no,
let's
no.
stop that. That's not nice.
That's
hope,
naughty.
Hope you're having a good trip.
But it's crazy you're saying. Okay, but go. Let's have it.
Alright. Good morning.
Well played.
I like that.
I'll
Thanks,
shake your hand for
appreciate
that. So,
good to be here.
to introduce you to people on the podcast, we're going to talk about the last time we were in the studio, which was last week, where made history. But we'll talk about that in a second. But
Biggest video on
so
the internet.
let's take each other back. Let's take the listeners back.
Yep, 1 week ago.
No,
Oh right.
talking about something entirely
Further-
different. Just
further
don't jump in when.
All right.
But whenever we met each other,
Oh, that's going.
are we talking
back
8? I'm thinking more than 8 years ago.
9.
9
It's
years.
10 next year. Our next year's our 10th year anniversary.
Whoa. But how do we celebrate? Hashtag trip away. But
There might be one on the cards. That's all I'm saying.
But yeah, so I've been doing stand up for a couple of years at that point. I started when I was like 19. Like
many years.
people said child prodigy. What?
Many years were you into stand up when we met?
2, 1?
I think 1.
1 year in.
I think so.
So I've been doing stand up for a year. People call me well, no, I never said this.
People?
But people would have said I was like a child prodigy, like
Did they?
Mozart. Yeah. They said I was a Mozart of stand up because of my compositions.
Oh, that's so crazy because
Yeah.
I never heard that once.
Yeah, that's because you weren't really in it was different scenes, but
Were we?
yeah,
In
yeah.
Northern Ireland?
Yeah.
Different.
Yeah.
There's 2 different scenes?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
There's not 2 different scenes. It's just there's the No. I don't want to. I don't
No,
want.
please
I don't want to
do.
label them. You
you
got
can
the you got the pro scene and then you and your mates. But those guys you used to hang out with. But
All right.
we were all having a good time.
Oh,
Nah,
yeah.
back then obviously absolutely nobody was a pro, right?
No. No.
Still not, but but yeah, I've been doing stand-up for not long, and then all I heard was there's going to be a BBC talent competition for stand-up comedy in Northern Ireland. They're bringing over an American big name stand-up to be like a mentor. And do you know anything about this, Ben? Have I told you? Right. So what happened was they were going to pick like 8 comedians or so from here. They were going to improve them at stand-up. This was all be documented for a documentary series on BBC. It was going to be on television. And remember, there was no real like YouTube or anything at this point.
Nope.
So this was like your chance, basically. So it's like a judging panel. You had to go on audition. Now I'm thinking in my head, I've already been doing stand-up for a year. I don't like whenever I was like 19 or 20, whenever I was in, I looked about 13. So I thought I've got a bit of a niche here. I'm the baby-faced assassin. People were saying, and people were saying that, and
Yeah, they were.
so I went along and I thought, hey,
You thought, hey,
do I need to be here all day or do we need to just...
do you want me on that panel? Do you want me?
Well, here's the thing. I gigged the night before in McHugh's,
I remember I was there.
and the American comedy mentor that they brought over,
Oh, the
Curtis
the
Matthews.
big name?
Curtis Matthews?
Is that Curtis Matthews? Does anyone know who
Well-
Curtis Matthews is?
Can I just say, no joke, there were rumours that it was going to be Chris Rock. I swear to God, people said that.
No.
Yeah, it's going to be Chris Rock. Yes. Anyway, it was this guy.
Who started that rumor?
I don't know, but to be fair, like he was gigging full time and stuff. Like if they had just said an American comedian,
Yeah.
but anyway, he gigged the night before so they could film it for the documentary.
Yep.
In McHugh's,
Yep.
I was on that bill.
Yep.
He didn't have a group.
He's kinda shit.
No. He was there, right?
Oh no, yeah, he was there.
But-
yeah, definitely there.
But the baby-faced assassin, young Mozart, kind of composed such a score.
Lil Beethoven.
But I went on straight after him and had a good night. And back then that was
remember.
a rare thing because
Correct.
for every one good night there was 58 bad nights. So I thought then the next day, he'll remember this. He's seen me do stand up. He knows like I've maybe got a bit of potential at that point.
Yeah.
I show up, do the audition, first round, no problem. Second round, you had the right punchlines. I took it in a really weird direction. You were given a prop.
You were given a prop. I wasn't.
I had a metal gate.
Yeah.
And I had to do bits about so that you were supposed to write loads of punchlines, but I didn't, and I did a really weird thing. I can't remember what it was, but
did
I
a
was talking
bit
about
about
Lionel
the-
Richie or something, or
Maybe.
Glory Holes or something. What did you think it was?
I thought you like wrote a bit around the whole prop. Is that what you kind of did? Yeah. Instead, because they wanted more like
They wanted fast, bum bum bum
like whose
punchlines.
line is it anyway? Like here's
Yes.
a prop, play a game type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought, okay, I did badly there, but hopefully I did enough in the first one to get through.
Yeah.
And then they really, like, it was like X Factor, like the way they did the audition. People were like leaving throughout the day, people being sent home.
Aye.
All
I
this.
told him my dad was sick.
No, you didn't.
I did. You had a moment there where you were like, oh shit.
Did someone say Ofcom? But they were like, okay, we've got to fill the last space. It's between you and another. And I thought they just picked anyone. I was like, oh well, unlucky for this guy or girl. But then it was just me, and then I just see this guy who's like younger than me, and I'm like, how is that possible?
Yeah.
And he's like, he's pretty fresh faced. He's wearing like some sort of suit. I don't know what his vibe is, but I go, I'm like, oh, he's gonna get mugged off here big time.
Yeah, that's what you thought.
Well, no, that's what everyone was saying, and then it got down to just being me and you. Yep. The judges were there, and they're like, the guy was like, and the last place is going to be awarded to, and I swear to God, I think I winked at the cameraman.
You were turning to shake my hand to be like, sorry,
son.
Yeah.
And then they said, I thought I heard Aaron, and I was like, what? And I looked, and you were in midair. You had jumped.
Yeah,
you were like, remember Tom Cruise went on Oprah, and people were like, hey, that was a bit over the top of the way he was getting on.
Nope.
You took that and took it to a new level.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're right. When I thought it was going to be me getting called, I was getting ready to shake your hand. Unlucky, mate. Enjoy. Like, I hope you start gigging and hopefully see you on the scene.
Yeah.
Aaron, I look around, you're in midair, and 12 minutes you're celebrating for before you come around. You're like, oh man, fuck off, go away. You're not part of the show. And
That's
then I
right.
had to just get on my Vauxhall Corsa, 1 litre, and drive home.
They were all like, say to Shane, congratulations. I was like, yeah. I was like giving you the fingers and stuff, and like going, wanker.
Yeah.
Like that's what I was doing to you. I was like, fuck off, no one likes you. Like that's what I was doing.
Yeah.
And like there was some people behind me doing the same thing. Like, I'm glad.
And 2 of them were my parents, which was unnecessary.
Dennis is like, I'm glad you're not in this. Yeah.
But
I like Aaron better.
No.
That sort of thing.
No.
He's my real son.
But you did the show.
Yeah, I did.
And it was on for 6 weeks.
It was on for 6 weeks. We filmed it for like, I want to say 8 or 10 or something like that. And yeah, it was a hell of an experience. Bit strange, like.
You were on it, Mickey Bartlett.
Sean
Who else
Haggerty.
would be familiar to the listeners? Sean Haggerty.
Anyone else that would know? Terry Keys, if anyone knows Terry.
I don't even know if Terry's still gigging. I think he's doing bits and pieces
Bits
here
and
and
pieces.
but Sean and Mickey are really the only 2 from it that kept doing stand-up regularly.
Yeah.
And then you were, I feel like it was a difficult one to take because you guys were going to be part of this thing. You were getting to go to the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, which at that point I'd only heard of. And then...
Yeah, I didn't even know it existed.
But you went and did you played like a couple hundred people there?
We played
Ulster Hall? Did the Ulster Hall?
2 shows, a couple hundred people. Then we did the Ulster Hall. I think the Ulster Hall had like 800 people or something in it, or maybe 700, I don't know. And yeah, we did like a bunch of gigs around the country. And it was cool to do, like, at the time, because you're just like, especially for me, like, I was 20 years old. This is my first...
I should point out, you'd never gigged before the show.
Yeah.
Some people had, some people hadn't.
A lot of people, most people had gigged before. And I was just one that was just kind of like, I guess I'll just give this a go. I did, like, sketches and video stuff mainly before, and I was going to start doing some stand-up anyway. And I was like, I might as well just do this now. I seen a poster for it. Did it. Got it for some crazy reason, and then
well, you got it because you were cheated.
Yeah,
but
you weren't good. But yeah,
no. I was good. It's just it's very hard to be on that judging panel and go. This guy is better than me, but no. That's not for me to say. That's not for me to say. Not for me to say, but
that doesn't put you at a good standard either.
No, but
if you're going by that standard, hey, there's guys on the street better than him.
But did you enjoy it?
Oh, it was a great laugh filming it, like.
And then we gigged after, but there was all like no joke. There was always like, for me, like a bit like because I think I would maybe draw people's attention, like backstage at a gig. I'd be like, Aaron beat me to place on the show, blah blah. And then for me, there was always a wee bit of like, because I didn't realize things would work out for me. I didn't realize I would keep doing stand up. I thought when I didn't get that was like it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was so funny when you used to just come backstage to my shows and stuff, and you'd be like,
Your shows?
Yeah, my shows.
Nah,
Yeah.
but you weren't. You were on with other people. It wasn't your show, but
No, there was other people in the show, but they
Yeah,
it
doing
was
longer
there's people doing what they would call headline spots, and I was like, but like
Yeah.
the opener of the show
Yeah, yeah.
is the real show.
yeah.
So then
And you would do a set after the opener.
sometimes, but like most of the time, like 40% of the time, I'd be like open.
I thought I'm just gonna say I'm not nitpicking, but I'm just saying 40% isn't most. You know, you can't go like 40% of the time. I mostly.
Hey man,
It is what it
it's
is.
just percentages at this
Yeah,
point.
yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't need to add up. At
Yeah.
the end of the day, you'd be there, and you'd be like, you know, I wish I got through, but it's great. I'm glad you're still my friend. I was like, what? And I was like, you were like, I know I shouldn't be here because like it's your gig, and like
I just feel like I just feel like I never said that, but.
But what I like is we still remain friends. That's what I'm trying to get at here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Throughout the animosity, throughout me.
Well, we're like Oasis and Blur for you. Just sorry, you were without
I was just saying.
without you.
With like when I was having my success,
yeah.
I still took time to like.
But what's crazy is that if we think about success like a pie, right?
Oh yeah. I love some pie.
but you never got to eat a pie. You only got a sliver because there was so many other people doing the show. I feel like you got a pie, but sometimes you only got like a little bit. You barely got any filling. It's mainly you got mainly crust with like a bit of filling.
Sometimes all you need's a little bit.
But
sometimes you only want just a little morsel in your mouth.
But when I'm doing shows, I'm just saying I get to like put my face. I get to put my face and I take off the crust filling. Take off the crust. I don't even eat that. And then all the juice and the meat. I don't even eat meat because I'm vegan. But I put my face into the show pie, and I don't even eat it. I just wonder about it. Blah, yeah. But that's me. And this is me, right? But and you're like this.
And I'm taking my time with this little piece. I'm like,
yeah.
And then I'm backing away and
Yeah.
taking another wee bit. Yeah, but man, do you know what? It's
But why? But you walked. I'm not saying you walked away from it, but like you stopped.
I did.
Yeah, but you stopped. Why did you stop doing? To me, it's crazy that I can't understand when people do stand up and do well at stand up and are doing good gigs and all that, and then just stop doing stand up.
Yeah, it was a lot of reasons. Number one, I was having confidence
Jail?
issues. I wasn't allowed near kids anymore. Yeah. Number one was confidence issues. Number two, I just stopped enjoying it. I got to a point where I was doing gigs and I was being like coming off stage and just feeling like crap. Like I was like,
Watching me?
like what? What?
When you were watching me?
I don't think there were any of the sets you played. I never really watched your stuff.
Do you remember the first time I headlined a gig and and I bought a suit? Well, not bought a suit, but I wore like a blazer, shirt, and tie. And I was like, I'm gonna do this now because I'm a headliner.
And you messaged me being like, I'm wearing a blazer, shirt, and tie tonight. Are you gonna wear one? And I went, yeah. And I wore one. I was in a t-shirt at the time, just about to leave the house. I was like, oh, that's me. And then you texted one time, and I went, Mommy, will you get the shirt? And she's going, all right, you're 22. Like,
Yeah.
And I was like, no, but you get it. And then got the shirt. I wore a suit too. We both wore suits that night. Is what I'm getting
You
at.
did well that night. That was my first headline set, and there's still a gravestone to me in that bar, and people still leave flowers at it because I did so bad.
Man, in all of Lurgan, there's just grave sites.
Do you remember?
everywhere.
I feel like it was a bit while you were gigging as well, and then after you stopped, there was just I think a period of 3 years where gigging just wasn't good.
Yeah.
Well, for me anyway, where I just did not do well for like other people. It wasn't like it was a bad gig.
But
Like we used to go up to Port. You wouldn't came on
Playhouse.
Port Rush, were you? When that was the thing?
I remember when I did gigs with FNT, we did it once, and it was a thing.
I never did well there. Colin, Mickey, Sean, everybody would do really well.
So
I
strange.
just couldn't do it. Don't know why.
There's just certain gigs where you'll have like a killer bit, and you'll do it, and it'll just get an okay reception. And then there's other gigs where you have an okay bit, and it'll get a killer reception. And it's just like there's just so many variables, like the room, the mood, your build up.
Yeah.
If you've said everything correctly, you know, if you're in a good mood, if they're feeling it. It's just it's a mental thing.
And when you stopped doing it, was it then difficult to? Because like we've been friends for years, but mainly in the last like 3-4 years.
Yeah.
But was like, and you know, some nights I'd be like, "Here, I'm doing a show. We fancy coming up and hanging out or whatever, and it wasn't. What's the feeling then of watching like?
I think
greatness?
the
No, but you know what I mean. Like, what's it like going up to a show, watching it, and not wanting to? Yeah.
Yeah. At the first few times, I was kind of like, oh, this is cool. Like, it's good to see Shane doing well, type thing. He's getting some good laughs and whatever here. But I didn't ever have the feeling. Well, tell a lie there. There was like a little bit there I was kind of like watching, going, I could get up and do this again at some point. Like, I always got the urge when I see you do well.
Although I'd say, like, whenever you saw me do Paddy Keelty's tour in Korea, and you watched me and went, I could definitely get back into this because
I was like, hey, Paddy, come here.
because that.
Let me tell you something. If you got an Action Man doll, Paddy, come here. Hey, Paddy.
Paddy, why are you doing this? Like, does this guy... Do you owe this guy money? Why is he warming up for you? I used to die so bad on that tour.
Here's what I was going to ask you. What was his thinking behind having like 2 warm-ups? Because he had 2 warm-ups. Is that a normal thing, or what was his sort of thing about it?
It's a relatively normal thing. I've always...
Is it? I thought one was like...
I don't know. I think it was because quite a few of those gigs he was doing were like work in progress type shows. So if you're thinking like, I got a load of material here, I don't know how well it's going to go down. So you're when you're putting on 3 comedians instead of 2, you're maybe thinking, say like, he's maybe going, if I've got 2 openers and one doesn't do well, maybe the other one will do well. You want the room to be good, so you have more chance with 2 acts.
Right.
Also, I think he likes to, like, for like young comedians, people,
give them a chance.
I think he likes to do that. Yeah.
Fair enough.
So you stopped doing it for so long.
Yeah.
Start video making, doing that full time, and then you went, hey. It's time.
We were in Magaluf on your stag, and you may have had just a few at this point. We were in BCM nightclub about 5 a.m.
Was I not sober when we went to BCM? No, I don't think I was drinking that night, was it? I think I was just going for the music.
You just had one, I think, at the start of the night, and then the rest of you were just on the water. Mm-hmm. Although, man, that water had some kick in it, because you were on some buzz.
Is it cool to still be hungover? That was a month ago, and
I don't even drink, and I was hungover just being next to you. So. Yeah, I announced I'm gonna go do it, and started last week. We had my first 2 gigs back in 7 years, which was.
She did Dave Elliott. Were you more nervous this time than the first time you did stand up?
John, wasn't, and I was nervous. Don't get me wrong, but I think because I took so long out, and like as I get older, you just start to realize like you may as well do whatever it is you want to do, because you're not getting any younger. Time's not waiting on you, and it was just something that I was like, and so as well, it was kind of like there was no nerves in it because I'd been through so much else in the past. I'd already did stand up before. I'd already been through the low where I was depressed and flipping hating it and stuff like that. So now when I come back and when I'm doing it now, it's just fun because it's like I'm enjoying it now. I'm allowing myself to play about with ideas.
Yeah.
There's no, when I did Find Me the Funny,
it used to be life or death, didn't it?
It felt like it.
Even whenever I have shows that don't go great, and they're solo shows, and there's no one else to like blame or whatever, it's still not like anytime anybody pays money for a ticket to come and see you, you want to put on the best show they've ever seen.
Correct.
But if there's a show that doesn't go as well, say the show the night before or the show whatever, last time you were there, you obviously feel like maybe like let those people down, but you can't beat yourself up about it. Like you just gotta go on to the next show.
It's hard to do as well because I always focus on a lot of negative. I don't know why. I just have like a tendency to go towards it. Like when I did Dave's show at Pug Uglies, like I came off stage and went, ugh, that was pretty stinking. It was alright about it. Like I was still happy, but it was like, stinking. Then like I always like do a wee video recording just to like watch it back to see if there was anything I can take away from it. And when I watched it back, it actually wasn't that bad. So I think I have a thing in my mind where I'll always make it worse than it actually was.
Is it true that when you watched it back, I heard that when you watched it back, you thought that you were like doing stand up and like getting some laugh stuff, but is it true that all you were doing was on stage singing Hello, darkness, my old friend. I heard that that's what happened.
I don't know. I can't confirm. I can't deny it.
But it might have been.
All I'll say is it absolutely was.
I'm going to talk about your second gig, but we got to do tweet back.
Let's do a tweet back. I'm excited. I feel like
I asked your permission. Can we
Yeah.
do this? And you said yes. So I gotta always respect that.
And I have to say, like, this is actually made me not nervous, but like last night when I was like thinking of ideas, like I was typing stuff and going, that's too savage, or I was going like, that's too bad.
That's
so
not
like,
what it's about.
So I'm gonna propose a bit of an idea for you. It's a good one, by the way. You're gonna like this. It's a new one for Tweetback. Because I had so much fun writing my tweets, I've actually wrote like 3 different drafts of things that I could get you to tweet back.
So I get to pick one.
So I'm going to give you a number. You can pick between 1 and 3, right? Now, here's the thing. There's another aspect of this. If you pick one and you don't like it,
Yeah.
I'm going to give you an option to skip it. So you can pick another one.
Yeah.
Now.
I'm in.
But if you don't like that second one,
Okay. I'm
have-
stuck in it.
You have to go with the third no matter what.
Okay. Well, look.
But if you, I don't know who wants to go first or whatever. You tell
I'm
me the
gonna
way it
tweet
works.
first.
You're going to tweet first? One of mine?
Yes. I'm gonna show you how it's done. I'm gonna step up. I'm gonna compose tweet, and I'm gonna type whatever you send me, unless I don't like it. And can I just say, it's ballsy to come in and go, "Hey man," you know. I go, "We do the feature we always do, and we have done for 2 years," and you go, "Hey."
Nope, change
Hey.
it up. Dave, fuck off.
Say it to the camera.
Hey, Dave, fuck off.
Yes. Do you know what it's like? It's like
Oh, man.
it's
this
like Dave's
podcast-
my dad, and I always spend time with him, and then I get a cool stepdad, and I'm like, "Fuck you, dad! I got this guy."
Oh, you'll be my only son.
And he's buying me ice cream. Woo.
Okay.
This is podcast ice cream right here.
Okay.
Okay.
So look, you've got 1, 2, or 3.
Give me one.
Okay. Oh, fuck. All right. Here we go. Number 1.
Yeah.
Capital letters for 2 words here. So all
Yeah.
caps.
I know how it works.
Real talk.
Oh no. Yeah.
Full stop.
Yeah.
It's 2018.
Yeah.
And mental health, don't worry,
Yeah.
is a serious issue.
Yep.
Full stop.
Yep.
To relieve my stress,
Yep.
I masturbate.
Don't want to do this one. So give me the next.
Oh, you already done?
So I'll take 2.
Oh, you're gonna hate this one more. But you're good. You're all set on skipping this.
Give me the one I'm gonna hate least.
I don't know. I genuinely don't know. If you want, you can skip it. Number 2 is cool.
Okay. Give me 2.
Number 2, new tweet.
Yeah.
I like this change up actually. I think it's pretty good. The at
Yeah.
Crystalia.
Give me 3.
Oh, you're gonna hit. You're gonna hit 3 even more. All right. Capital letters.
Yeah.
Announcement. Now this is the last one, so you can't.
Yeah. Depends, you know, because
Boy, Town, I hope you're seeing this. This
Yeah.
is announcement,
yeah.
like a colon, like those 2 dots.
Yeah.
I am
Yeah.
giving away
Yeah.
100
Yeah.
free tickets for my Ulster Hall show. Full stop.
We'll see where this goes, but yep.
All you have to do
Yep.
is reply and retweet.
Yeah.
Full stop. Or no, put like an exclamation mark.
Yep.
First 100.
Give me 1 again. I'll do 1. I'll do 1. I'll do 1.
Hey,
I'll do 1. What is it?
all
Mental
right.
health is serious. Real talk.
Real talk, capital letters. Full stop.
I'm writing mindfulness. I'm not writing mental health.
Mindfulness, okay. Mindfulness is cool. That's cool.
Bring back Dave Elliott is a serious issue. Yep.
Full stop.
You motherfucker. Here's the thing. See, when I saw how nervous you were about tweetback, I gave you the most PG tweet. Yeah, mental health serious issue. When I'm go ahead. What do I pull my dick when I'm sad? What is it?
To relieve my stress.
To relieve
My stress.
Yep.
I
masturbate. Yep.
That's right. That's what you do.
Yep.
And then full stop. Sometimes.
Hold on. Yep.
3/4
Yep.
times a week.
Yeah. Yep.
Full stop.
Yep.
Be open,
Yep.
comma, be yourself,
Yep.
comma,
Yep.
masturbate. Full stop.
Yep.
One love.
Yep.
That's it. Now I'm gonna send you a picture too. Do you know what? I shouldn't send you a picture because that's savage enough, isn't it?
Send me the picture and I'll tell you if I'll put it up or not.
Alright. Hold
This is as savage as tweetback has really ever got.
on. Man, I told you it was tough. Oh flip, I sent it to Dave.
Has he had anything to do with this?
I'll confirm with you after you look at the picture.
If you think
What?
that I'm going to do a post
What?
about masturbating for mindfulness and put up a fucking picture just of me and my dad with nothing else, you got another thing coming.
It's the picture. It's okay.
There it is, sent.
Now, I'll give you some info. That tweet there that you just sent was actually pretty much written by Dave. The other two were me.
Get your phone out.
Okay, here we go.
So, yep, you just get that ready.
Yep. Hold on. I rarely use Twitter, by the way.
Yeah, which will be good because people will be like, oh, he's clearly got something important to say.
Alright.
I mean, I said, I don't know, mine it probably isn't savage.
So
No, I'm just saying it probably isn't.
It so is. Alright, I'm ready.
So, if you could say, you post tweet and you say, guys, I'm working on funding
I am working on funding
a new pilot
a new pilot
with my boy.
with my boy. Well, I do boy like B-O-I or B-O-Y?
BOI.
B-O-I, yeah.
At
Yeah.
G.
G.
Davies.
D.
Craig Davies, yeah, you guys working something together?
Yep.
New line.
New line.
What we have is, in capitals.
What we have is you mean in capitals what we have is?
No, what we have and then in capitals.
Yep.
Is amazing.
Amazing.
Full stop.
Full stop.
The show is called
The show is called
in inverted commas.
Yeah.
What's in my pocket?
What's in my pocket? Question mark?
No.
Nope.
Yeah. Question mark and
Close.
yeah. And I'll be honest.
And I'll be honest.
It's normally
my
my veiny wee root. And that wasn't in it before, it was Willie, but it's normally my veiny wee root.
No, I like that. That's cool.
2 new lines.
2 new lines.
Can all of my friends and followers
Can all of my friends and followers
RT this, please?
RT this, please?
Full stop.
Full stop.
Would mean the world to me.
Would mean the world
To me and Greg.
to me and Greg.
And then send that picture.
Oh, you just sent me a picture?
Yep.
Let me have a see. That's good. So it's a picture of me and Greg, the actual Greg Davies, behind the scenes on a panel show that I worked on years ago. So I'm sure he'd be glad to see that again. And tweet.
Yep. So thank you. So you say you don't tweet very often?
No, I want to get back into it, but
I think now people are going to be very keen to hear about the show. So 1 second.
I would like to touch on the second tweet that you didn't let me send, the Chris D'Elia.
Yeah, I'd be keen to hear that.
Yeah. Just in case the audience want to know, Chris D'Elia, obviously he's a huge American stand-up comedian. and me and Shane would be a big fan of him.
Yeah.
And I was going to make you write a tweet saying, like, at Crystalia, you are shit at comedy, but if you do Europe, I support you on tour. I'm Shane Todd, I'm a comedian, and then I was going to make you attach just the photo of you and your dad.
Dave Elliott wrote that?
No, I wrote that.
I've made him do one similar to that before.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Fair.
Do you know why the masturbate one's so weird? Because it's not at anyone.
Exactly. It seems a wee bit real. There's a wee bit of realness to it.
Ben, in your opinion, having sat here through 50 tweetbacks, is that one of the worst ones that I've done? It's up there.
Oh man, I'm so sorry. I feel so bad, but you know.
It's the fact that I go into specifics and go do it 3 to 4 times a week.
Hey, one love, man. One real talk.
Grim. Right, so we're going to talk about the second time you did a gig, which was... And I described this, I think, in a really good way, where, you know, the night before...
I know what's coming.
I just mean, like...
No, tell
if you
him,
can
please.
imagine, from the listener's point of view, you can imagine... This is the best way. I'll sum it up like this. Imagine you're like an unsigned indie act, you know, and you maybe had like an EP out a few years ago, and like, you know, and you know, you've been like listening to a lot of music since, but you've not been putting your own stuff out there. You've certainly not been like gigging or doing any live shows. And then you know, you do a show, and you know, and you're like, yeah, you know, it was okay. And then you're at home the next day, and your phone rings, and it just says, on the call ID, it just says, Prince? You know, could you imagine? And then you're like, is this actually, and this is when he's alive, right? You go,
Well,
is this
so.
Prince? No, it's not even, it's the ghost,
ghost
of
of
Prince. Can you imagine? So you're an unsigned guy, oh, all of a sudden, Prince rings you, oh, he's dead, he's still calling you.
Yeah.
You answer, you're like, hello. At you, hello.
Was I sick?
No, you're like, hello.
Alright.
You're just like, you know, in your house, whatever, hello. And then all you hear is, Oma. And you've been summoned by the power of dead Prince. And you know later on that night, he's, Maureen, Maureen. And he's looking at you.
Oh, yeah.
Could you be the most beautiful girl in the world? But beforehand, he's looking at you to go out, and you're like out there being like, you know, like he still needs you to go out there, like I'm singing my songs, and then it's like once that song's like, cream, get on down, cream. So basically, I asked you to support me on tour. Someone had dropped out. I said, man, I know you're getting back at it. I need you to answer the call.
Yeah.
And you did, and I respect that.
I respect you having me. I only did one gig in 7 years, and you're like, hey man, you're ready. That's what you were like. You were like, let's shake off the rust here and get you back at Oma.
Yeah.
And yeah, I went down without hesitation. Just said, fuck it.
Literally 2 hours notice.
Yeah, 1.5 hour. You know, 1 hour.
Yeah.
Or about 30 minutes. I like, it makes the story sound better if it makes me cooler if I
Yeah,
say,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Shit, it was 5 minutes away, and
And it went good. I'll be honest. You got on. You were a bit nervous. You said you were a bit nervous at the start.
For sure.
I went for a wee.
You did.
When I walked away, there was like this like unsigned guy there, and he was like, and I went for a wee, and I came back, and I was like, is that like Gareth Gates? You know, like Prince. But I was like, is that Gareth Gates? No, you know, I was like, is that?
Oh, my love. Like that? Is that how he is?
What's weird is, I say that because you weren't doing comedy. You were, when I die and they lay me to rest.
Make it evergreen.
That's Will Young, but it's still
Hey
funny.
man, he had to sing it in the contest though.
Oh yeah,
They did
correct.
the evergreen off.
Too much knowledge, but
Pop Idol, I'm all about
but
it.
yeah, cheers for that. It was good fun.
It was good fun. It was good to be back. We had good crack backstage. We were watching Mick Jagger and David Bowie
Dancing in the
street music
Which, if
video.
you haven't seen that music video, please watch it.
Do yourself a favor. Sit, get a wee cup of tea,
Mm-hmm.
get a nice little, set yourself in for the evening, put the laptop on, and put the video, and just sit and
Here,
enjoy
here's
it.
clearly what happened, right? So, say you're Bowie, right, and I'm Mick Jagger, which
Oh,
I've
right.
said a couple times this week.
Always Jagger, yeah.
Okay, so
Hello.
no, Bowie's like, hello, who's this calling? Nah, but he's just talking, right? So
All right. Hello. Hello, it's David Boy.
David, it's Mick. Do you want to do a music video for Dancing in the Streets, darling?
Yep.
Right. ask me what's going to happen in the video.
Hey Mick, what's happening in the video?
I was thinking, David, we get the big setup, we get all the cameras.
Oh yeah? That
The
sounds good.
director.
The director.
We're going to have a big set. We're going to fly you out to America, David.
Oh, and are we using like green screens? Or
Nope.
is it gonna be, are we...
We're going to dance like numpties, mate.
Oh, like, just, that's all we're going to do? We're just going to dance?
Yep.
Like, just me and you?
Wear baggy trousers, mate. Beep. And that's all the video is, and it's so good. We're dancing in the street in New York City. That's mainly for the video people.
The Jaggers. Oh yeah. So we did that backstage. We had a bit of crack backstage. I did a little dance on your Instagram.
People loved it.
Got 100 new followers just from doing that. Hey, the Shane Todd effect is real.
Correct.
You know, social media influencer extraordinary.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm keen to be known as before comedian or anything else.
Light show specialist, influencer, and bespoke guy. So we did that.
I got an influencer phone call. I'll tell you about after this podcast. You'll really enjoy.
I'm really excited.
But we gotta talk. I want to before we do listeners' questions, because we gotta do a bit shorter this week because selfishly, well, that quite leads us on to what I want to talk about. I was gonna say Ben has to go and pick up his kids from school, which he flanked way in advance. But speaking of kids,
What?
that's not something that really is going to affect you because
Oh no.
you had a procedure, and a lot of people will want to talk about this.
Oh yeah.
You last year? Was it last year? Earlier this year.
Is this year?
Earlier this year, you rang me up and you said, I'm going in for a procedure. And I said, mate, I will love you no matter what. You're my friend. And then you said, it's not that sort of procedure. You went for a vasectomy.
I got it. Yeah, I got a vasectomy at the tender age of 29.
What did that mean? They cut your balls off?
Pretty much, yeah. Put them on a wee necklace for you.
Can you give me one?
Keep my
You have one, I have
jar. You know, if you really want a necklace of one of my balls, left or right. Keep in mind the right one's a wee bit lower.
Okay, I'll take the left because I want people to see it.
You want a bit perkier? Alright.
But yeah, I mean, because strange, me and you were out for pizza, and then you were like, man, I got something to tell you.
By the way, Kip, before you tell this, you were the first person I broke the news to.
Yeah. What, as if like you're gonna say it now, like, oh no, we can't have kids.
Yeah.
But yeah, we went out for pizza and you were, man, I have something to tell you, and I was like, mate, you're my mate, I'll always love you, and you went, it's not that. You said, I'm getting an operation.
Yeah.
I'm getting a vasectomy, and I said, what is a vasectomy? Because I didn't know, and then
you did, yeah.
it stops you having like children, and I said,
does.
man, are you aware of the fact? Because I thought maybe you didn't know that you have 0 children. Like I thought you had like 7 kids, and you won't have any more. But
No.
yeah, man, you just because you're gonna talk about this in stand up and stuff. But
Yeah,
I think people might not fully believe that you have had it.
Correct, because...
So can we show the scar?
Yeah, well, here's the thing, there is none, man.
Oh.
With this new procedure, it's called a no-scalpel vasectomy. They just make the tiniest incision.
And that must have been difficult for them to
let me tell you, they needed 6 guys in there. They're like, hold those zoom lenses. So yeah, they just basically make a little cut. They pull out the string. They snip it.
Wow, you got string in there, bro.
Man,
You a clown?
because it's a party popper. If you pull it,
Goes off in your face.
Like,
Although you shouldn't be doing that at kids' birthdays. I've told you before.
that's what I told you, man. So I'm back 7 years later. I'm fresh out, bro.
My man's fresh out of McGabbery and been killing the open mic scene in there.
Fresh out's your first thing.
So-
a vasectomy.
So, any killers in tonight, or? But yeah, you had it, and
yeah.
but a lot of people, like, we were at Dave's wedding. Several people I heard
we had good fun.
after
with it.
having drinks. People were like, "Why have you had that though?
That's the big question.
What are you doing?"
Yeah. The big question is why, and it seems like a bit of an obvious question because it's like because I don't want kids. I think the question should be why did you have one when you don't have a partner and you don't have kids already? Which the answer is
So say I'm out on a date with you, right? I'm
class.
just at the bar, and I'm like real classy and elegant.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I don't normally like. It's taking you a long time. Let me just make it clear.
Oh, I'm not getting easy.
You've been hounding me for ages,
yeah.
and I'm like really like blasé and stuff, and I'm a bit of a bitch.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm
My favorite
in
type.
a wine bar, and by the way, Mister, I bought my own drink.
Okay.
By the time you show up,
Oh, flip. I'm not a nice guy then.
So, okay.
Alright, so I'm showing up.
yeah.
Hey, how's it going? You well? Good. You're looking real well tonight. Yeah, it's a great chat. You got a drink already? That's crazy.
Yeah, I can buy my own drinks actually.
Oh, yeah, that's good. What sort of drink is that? Did you got there?
It's a espresso martini.
Espresso martini. That's cool. Hey, you want kids?
Yes, with the right man.
Yeah, that's cool.
What about you?
Never, not with anyone ever in my life, ever. So,
She's away.
is that her gone? That's
She's
how
gone.
that goes.
Yep.
Hey,
But sometimes that's gonna happen.
you're gonna win some, you're gonna lose some. Can't win them all at the end of the day. That's the way it is.
But I like the idea of having kids for whenever I get old, and then they can like
Look after you.
sort me out. Yeah.
But then, yeah, true. Your dad is a real inspiration to me.
But he has had kids. He still has one, okay?
Your dad.
Let's get in touch with an ice cream for some funding. We're brothers.
Listen, the way I look at it is, people say like, oh, when you get older, you need your kids to look after you. You know, I'm pretty sure I'll still have mates. Like, if I'm, you know what I mean? No?
But because Dave already has a kid, whenever I have one, hey,
No.
you ain't gonna have no mates.
Will I become mates with your kids? And I'm all like wearing like young people's clothes and all. I've got like a backwards cap.
Hey, I'm still hip, guys.
Yeah. Got a wee skateboard, but I can't try. I like have to sit on it.
Where are we going? We going down to the Limelight?
That's quite close.
That's a car park now, mate. I still got the moose, baby.
I'm still trying to dance.
Don't. Love that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't like you to be mates with my kids.
All right. The
You know why?
why?
Because I wouldn't like it. We'll leave it at that. And kids, whenever you're listening to your daddy doing his future podcast, his past podcast, don't be friends with Aaron.
Yeah, correct. And if you like, so you're saying if you like, unfortunately pass away at some point.
How that won't happen? Nope.
I don't know, man.
Nope.
You're not
You know
looking too
why?
good.
You know why?
Why?
Because scientists have already phoned me.
Oh yeah.
And they said, big guy, scientists in Harvard. They said, big guy, we've got the potion for one guy to live forever.
Oh right.
I think we speak for all of mankind. That's what they said when we say it's got to be you. And I've gone, I don't know, but okay, I'll do it. So I'm never gonna die.
Right.
I mean, it'd be mugged off, typical me, if I died
feel
for
like
next
that
week's
was-
podcast, and then
yeah.
it's you and Dave.
It was a bit of a scam
hate
call
that.
from the sounds of it. Would you
No.
would you hate if me and Dave did a pod? What are you're going on a honeymoon soon? Are you? No, next year?
Yeah, but I'm flying back to record.
Are you really?
No, you know why? Because I'm not Richard Branson. Like,
When you said earlier your bank account was booming, that's all I'm saying.
yeah, I meant
you can't
about
say that.
Yeah,
then go
I
back
meant. I
off.
think there was an error because I got 16 quid instead of 1.60 that we'd agreed. Imagine I'm flying home. Hey, love, sorry. She's like, don't call me love ever. You've never called me up before. I go,
No.
love.
Yeah.
I'll be back in a few hours here. Oh, where are you going? You gonna get like a massage or something down the beach? Nah. I'm flying home to record my podcast.
Man,
Shortest marriage of all time.
it's good while it lasted. You know what I mean? Are you
Nah,
excited for your wedding?
Yes.
I'm excited for it. We've spent a lot of time together this year at like weddings and stag do's, and it's been a lot of fun.
It's gonna be mine next.
Oh yeah.
Mine next.
Hey, spoiler alert.
Yeah, I am actually really looking forward to it. No point in being cool. I could be cool and be like, I don't give a fuck. But I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. Do you know why? Because it's my day.
It's your special.
People always say
day.
that it's your day.
It's your day.
And I've said to her, I was like, just remember,
It's
my day.
yeah.
It's our day, but it's my day,
But
you know?
it's- Yeah,
Um,
she's got nothing.
So yeah, it'll be great.
It'll be
Who
exciting.
do I invoice when I do my speech at my own wedding?
Think,
Or is it a whip round?
I think it's a yeah. There's a collection basket.
Thank God. Because for a second I thought it was hashtag unpaid work. And I was like, no.
That's not how the human.
Because
ATL.
Dave is a great guy. Dave does a lot of selfless unpaid works.
Correct.
Or as he calls them, shows. You know, and
or as he calls spots, like spots he does.
yeah. And do you know what? Do you want to be listening to this on his holiday?
Oh, he'd be so.
Oh.
Dave, I know you're gonna be so raging that we're having a great time doing this.
It's been great. And Ben literally mouthed to me there. He goes, "Best one ever."
He did. He went,
Best one ever.
Back,
Yeah, because Ben he was saying before we recorded.
not like Ben either.
Ben was saying before we recorded, he just has a lot of issues with Dave. Just doesn't like the way he gets on and stuff.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know if we want to change the locks, but I just feel like it's been great. It's been great to have you here.
it has been a nice.
I'm gonna check. Can we check how many retweets and stuff you got?
check. My phone.
Oh, Ben sent me stuff.
Let's see. Like I might not have any.
No, it's cool because I retweeted your tweet.
Oh.
I want to help you get the word out there about your new show.
Thanks.
I have had 1 retweet and 11 likes, and do you know why that terrifies me? Because that's about 5 times less than normal. That terrifies me because I think people think it's real.
Serious? I've had 3 retweets and 5 likes, which for my Twitter,
It's blown up.
It's like that's viral.
Right, well we can delete those now because we're going to do listeners' questions.
Okay, is that
we
what
need
happens?
we need to wrap this bad boy up.
Well, that was fun.
Ben, we're going to really quickly go through the questions, but did you text me those? Sweet. Real talk. This would not be a one to forget about because there's been a few where I've like walked out of the studio and forgot that it's up, and then people are like, well, he hasn't deleted it, so it must be true.
Oh man.
Okay, all we got to do right quick is listeners' question flip. We recorded for longer than I thought we were going to, but time flies when you're doing the best podcast you've ever done with a friend.
You know what I'm saying?
So questions, right? Glenn K37 says, if there was an apocalypse tomorrow, which town within Northern Ireland would you use to defend yourself and why?
I feel like Newry would be a good one. There's like water there.
You've gone actual, tactically on this
I'm
one?
going tactically on this one.
Right.
I feel like there's a lot of hard lads out there. You know, we like some.
Well, there is when I'm doing shows that are So you think from a military point of view that would be good?
There's Friar Tuck's, you know.
Well, that's why I was thinking Tandragee. Tato factory.
It's a good spot to hide out in. And the lead roof on the Tato factory would keep you pretty bomb-proof, to be fair.
Nah, I just stay in Hollywood.
Just ride it out. Hollywood's going to be safe no matter what happens.
True.
Bombs.
It's got that
nuclear.
sovereign status, baby.
Yeah, that glow about that Wakanda vibe about it.
Gav, who is the best freestyle footballer in the land.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
He says, was the man boy cheeky behind the new extra hot light show at Celtic Park? It's the talk of the city. I mean, ask yourself this, Gav. Ask yourself 2 questions. Number 1, was it a light show? Number 2, was it a light show? Then I was behind it.
If the answer is yes to both those.
But I'm balancing out. I'm doing one for Rangers next week as well.
Oh, you got
because I'm all about those cross-community light shows.
100%.
CCLS, cross-community light shows. That's what I'm all about.
That's nice. I'm going to get a t-shirt of that.
Seems like it's a bit of a theme this week because Scotty says, will the NBC be showing what he's all about in Lisburn at the Christmas light switch on with his new bespoke light show? I'll tell you why I won't do that, because as everybody knows, I did the Christmas light switch on in Hollywood 2 years ago, and
the town still talks about it.
Oh, they've kept the lights on. People are loving it that much.
Yeah. Electricity bill's ridiculous.
Yeah, but I'm paying for it.
Yeah.
But hashtag dead prince. But yeah, so I'd be keen to go to the one in Lisburn because I'm not doing it, but I'd like to see what the competition's about. Yeah, and if it's not good, maybe next year I show them what I'm all about.
Hey, you put your.
This one's for you. Seamus Whelan says, girth or length, which is more important?
Like a lot of girls say girth. Do you think would you agree with that? Like I've heard a lot of girls say they're like, man, hey.
Girls prefer girth. Would you agree with that? What?
Well, I'm just going by.
You're saying that like,
like, you know, I like. Here's the thing. I don't take.
Man, I feel like you're maybe in a hole that you've dug.
What?
And I feel like there's a lot of soil behind you.
Dude.
You're saying you're like girls prefer girth, and you said and you prefer girth as well. You're like, what do you prefer? I was like, I'm just not in that game.
But I'm not in that game either of taking the
but
the
you
girth.
prefer. But when you do, you prefer.
I
girth.
do. Oh, it's all length. Yeah. No, I think
We're talking about Christmas trees here.
Oh yeah, so girls prefer a girthy Christmas tree. You know what I mean? That's with a good amount of
Girth for everyone on earth. That's what I say.
yeah, that's the slogan.
Matthew Murnan, friend of the show, says this final question. He says, "When is it officially acceptable to erect your Boytown Christmas tree?" Well, I don't know if you know. You know what a Boytown Christmas tree is?
No.
Okay, it lights up.
Yeah, I'm listening.
You erect it. It's about. That's 6 inches, isn't it? It's about 6 inches.
Oh,
Yeah, that is.
don't
No, it
know.
actually is. It's about 6 inches, and what happens is you you lick the bottom of it, right? You put it in the bath, and there's nothing else in the bath. You stick it to the bottom like a sucker. You stick it to the bottom of the bath.
Oh yeah.
You run yourself a nice hot bath, get a nice glass of red wine, put on some Michael Bublé, and then you just get into the bath. And all I'm saying is, you allow yourself to be open to new experiences, and the Boytown Christmas tree lights up the inside of your body.
Man.
So what you do is, you get in, you sit on it, and then you call whoever's in your house. You're like, "Oh, come here, come up here," and then whoever it is comes in. And when you open your mouth, you keep your mouth closed. Then when you open it, out of your mouth, a light that I've designed just emits the words "Boytown, Merry Christmas," and then it says, "Come down your chimney." So it's like a cheeky wee line at the end.
Oh yeah.
So I think it's acceptable to do that in early December, January, February, March. You just got to know. You got to practice, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's an all year round occasion.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
That's this week's Boytown podcast. Thank you so much, Aaron.
Hey.
I wasn't a handshake. I was
Nope,
pointing
it
at you,
is.
but it
Yes,
is
a
now.
handshake, okay? Hey, I love you.
Oh, well, no, you're just getting a bit too weird.
just hope-
Yep. So I want to say thanks a million for coming in. Is this the best one we've done? Yeah. Is that a coincidence? Probably not. But yeah, Papa Bear's back next week. If the listeners want them, all I'm saying is we're going to do a vote.
Twitter
Ben,
poll.
can you do a vote as soon as we finish recording? Take a picture of Aaron's face,
Yeah.
and you do a vote and say, "Does Papa Bear get back next week?" So you go, "Who's the host next week, Papa Bear?" And I feel like you need a Boytown nickname, the Butt Boy,
Buttman, SugarButt, the vasectomy guy.
SugarButt, BUT, SugarButt, just one T, SugarButt. Who's the host next week? Papa Bear, SugarButt. Thank you so much. Cheers for listening. Also, check out the Shane Todd cast on SoundCloud and iTunes.
Oh.
Whoa.
And hey guys,
No, that's
check
all.
out the
No.
check out the
No, dude.
Can I, man? There's like
No.
the
I
Aaron
gotta stop
Butler
here.
podcast. If you want,
this
check
out,
it
cut
out.
this out,
If,
cut
if
this
you
out.
know what I mean?
Cut
Just
this out.
Unfollow this.
No.
podcast and
No.
Go what?
No, you don't do that.
sorry.
Also, you snake. Because when I did that, your eyes followed my finger like you were in the middle of what you're saying, then you got entranced. Yeah, the Shane Toddcast SoundCloud every Wednesday. Check it out. All I'll say is before we go, if there was one podcast you don't listen to, it's Dave Elliott's Weird Podcast, and it comes out every Monday on SoundCloud and iTunes.
Oh, yeah.
But I want you to. Here's the Men in Black thing they put up to your face. Jung. People forgot about it.
The what? What forgot about what?
No, nothing.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you very much for listening. See you next week. Bye bye. Thanks, Aaron.